So would you argue that Bob Marley was the father of conscious, that the
No,
movement
you'd have other man before Bob Marley still. But Bob
Selassie?
Marley is the one who them promote. You understand me? And put out there, you understand me? But you'd have other man where inspire Bob Marley too, but them don't talk about them people there.
Who?
You understand me?
Well, we here now. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you have enough man, you understand me? You understand me? Yeah.
I mean,
all right, even man like Big Youth. Big Youth is a man where that thing say, not in dreadlocks trade, not in trade uptown, and him trade downtown, and him trade all around. And at the end of the day, at that time, Bob Marley that sing Soul Rebel, at that image, he made a break. But when Bob Marley come back to Jamaica, them say, well, the whole place a Rasta and the whole place a dread. So Bob Marley say, make a walk up to 1st Street, him see Natty Dread, and walk up to 2nd Street, then him go to 3rd Street, and then him reach on 6th Street, and him have to reach 7th Street. Because when him come see this place sweet. You understand me? Yeah, so at the end of the day, him just come strengthen the thing and make it even stronger.
Who's more influential to the Rasta, Selassie or Bob Marley?
Haile Selassie, the God.
Selassie is the God.
Selassie, you can't compare Bob Marley with Selassie.
Just making sure.
Bob Marley and me and the whole of we is a son of Haile Selassie, the son of Holy Emmanuel, and the son of Marcus Garvey.
Boom.
Because it's 3 in 1, 1 in 3, 3 man that never disagree. You have Selassie who represent the short structure.
Right.
That means every short man, a man can't tell him say no short man no good because we represent the short structure. Then you have Emmanuel in the tall structure, which is the high priest. In the tall structure, so you couldn't say God is a short man and not say God is a tall man too.
Right.
Because the two of them are one.
Right.
And then Marcus have the round structure. So man surround, you can't go around him. Any big thick man they say, you couldn't say, you know, say big and thick. You got to look them big. So it's 3 in 1, 1 in 3, 3 man we never disagree. You understand? If you look for my 3 finger, so you have one with taller than one, you know.
Right.
That's Emmanuel. Yeah. And you have Selassie, and you have the fat one, you have Marcus. There's a lot of us. You understand? Right. 3 in 1, 1 in 3. Just like if me and you together, we are roll together. And then anything when me stand for, that you stand for. Even if you're not even together, you there east, west, north, and south. Right. But you hear about me as a man over there, so I deal with rights. And that you stand for. You hear about me, I deal with rights, so and that. And me about you, I deal with one for. We all becomes one. So 3 in 1, 1 in 3, 3 man, I never disagree. That's a trinity. Earth, sky, and sea, eat, air, and water. Anyway, you go, it has 3.
Let's go.
You get the picture, my lord? But them not tell we that. You understand me? So Marcus, Bob Marley is just a messenger, just like us. You can't compare Bob Marley with Selassie.
Right.
You understand me?
Yeah, HYNAKEN, I'm surprised you didn't know that.
The king of the
kings.
Selassie is the king of kings.
Kings of kings.
And lords
Lord
of
of
lords. The conquering lion. Bob Marley is a kings. But Bob Selassie is the king.
King of kings.
You understand me? Of kings. You understand me? So we are all the sons of the Most High. We are the son of Holy Emmanuel, because prophet, priest, and king. The prophet Marcus is come tell us to look to the east of the crown of a king. Then we say Haile Selassie rise up as a king. Right? And then now, you see, the priest is the man who deal with the salvation. So the priest have to eat there in the tabernacle and guide the prophet and the priest, the prophet and the king on the road, because sometimes the king and the prophet buck up in our battles and all these things.
Right.
So you have to have the man on the tabernacle where you guide the thing. Holy Emmanuel, he never really got in a certain things.
Right.
That's why even when Haile Selassie come from the battle of Doha with Italy, and so on, him come to Jamaica, and he must shake Emmanuel, and Emmanuel would have to have on the gloves, but it's no disrespect. But this is just in order to keep that holy thing there. And they know the king going a battle, bloody battle, or all kind of battle and everything there. Right. You know, so well, he have to keep it away there for hold the salvation. But even when him see the king as short as the king, so, and as tall as him is, when him see the king, him bow down, so, and him and the king up on the same level, for sure, we say, one man, one God, one aim, and one destiny, and the destiny is to just freedom for all people. Love and life forevermore. You understand me? Whether they're black, white, or brown, or anything at all.
Right.
You understand?
How do you keep such I don't want to use the wrong word, but how do you keep such a righteous disposition in an industry that's so corrupt?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you see, you have to be independent to can do that. Because if you sign, you can't do that. You understand me? And they even send Madonna to sign me. I have nothing wrong with Madonna and thing, but sometimes Because you have subsidiary companies and companies and companies. If this one can't get him, send somebody else to get her, somebody to. So even if his mother and herself didn't want to get me, I didn't even know she, but I'm so on alert. You understand? Because I know sometimes when you give away a signature, sometimes it's gone. Sometimes it's not easy to come back.
Right.
And when it's not easy to come back, it becomes a slave.
Yeah. I've heard horror stories from artists sitting across from me like 50, 60 times of contracts they signed early on in their careers that they still fighting
They're
over.
still fighting even now.
Yeah.
You understand? And a lot of people tell me, say, you might even make a song offer, they say, if I don't sign, I ain't gonna make it. They bring me movie offer, I don't take it. They even try to sign I to Madonna. Put on my turban, rise the Rasta banner.
no.
Marcus Garvey teach I self-reliance. I'll get to use them if you know that are the science. All street side vendor, one hold your jaw high, hold up your one, for you know yourself in high. Survivor, survivor, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it. I'm a survivor, keep on surviving. Survivor. You understand me?
Yeah. Fire.
You have to deal with artists who are on the same wave, though.
Back to where you were saying, me survive it. As me say, be independent and can come out when you want to come out. Because you have some people, because their message, they may come give you millions just to sign to lock off the message. Because the message is even more important to the world than even the money that they give you.
Has that happened
so
to you?
So they put you to see. Yeah, it happened to me, man. They signed me to Big Life Records in England. You understand me? When I like where I go and go to the boss and say, yeah, where I go on? And me even a lot of things, so the paper me sign him, but I can't find it. Man, just going and him drawing us, open up the to go, say, remember you signed this, man. Can't believe it, so close to him, so I have it so near.
So how did you get out that situation?
Well, you see the same lawyer where George Michael used to get that lawyer on my case. You understand me? So the lawyer just comes and get me out of that thing. You understand me? Because how me get out of that now? They signed me for 3 albums. And we do the first album. And when I come with the second album, they tell me that, they don't like it, but I can go and give it to another company. So when I go and give the album to the another company and do the deal and me get the money from them and deal the deal and them get things, that means, how can you allow me if you sign me to go and do a deal with another company and get money and them things? That means, you're not interested, you don't really, I'm not interested in me. You understand me? So that's, them violate from them do that. You can't sign a man and you do album with him, and then the next album, each with me, I come and I pressure you with my lawyer and you tell me, say, all right, we can't go do it. Once you let me do that now, that free me from the contract.
Right.
You understand me? So, you understand?
Yeah, so you make moves after
Yeah, so we just move off of that. But at the end of the day, them know them shady, you know. So them sign a paper say, all right, you can't take me or none of my staff them to court or whatever, so because them know them do. You understand me? But we just stay and say, all right, for as long as me get the freedom, I can get the words out, they will just get the words out. So I signed to my own company, GR Production. And GR Production responsible for song like One Blood, Banana Boatman, Little Voices, but all of my songs, them, where people know out there, Foreign Mind, it's my label. You understand me? So I believe in me. Any company don't mind working with people, you know. But we have to work on and understand where we know so well, all right. It's either a distribution deal or an administration deal. You understand me? And after a while, everything come back to the foundation because at the end of the day, we as black people, you know, we come here and struggle through the master. So now we get the chance to own master. We have to own our masters. You understand me?
That's a fact.
That's interesting. You said administration deal. The first person that told me that was this man right here. First person, what, 6 years, 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, people sign, because people
you
sign.
don't sign away your publishing to people. You sign administration. So they do it, if you give them 5 or 3 years, them do that, and after a while, it come back to your foundation.
Right.
Is that what keeps you with Is that what keeps you from collaborating with so many artists?
No, that is what keep me, that I can collab with artists. Because if I did sign, when I sing with an artist, they would have to go and clear it with Universal, and clear it with Sony, and clear it with and so and so. Because the problem I have, you know, I sing song for artists that sign, and they get my signature quick. But when they do a song for me to release on my compilation and I to get the rights for the company to sign, they go around the bus.
That's what I mean. That's
And
that what keeps
Because even right now I have song that I sing song on other artists' album and they sing a song for my album. And forget to even get it clear, you to get it signed off. It's like him not a power forget it. So but the use you make me work with you and we don't take no money from you. And at the end of the day when you do back the same thing I do for you, you can't do that. You're slowing up my thing. You understand me? So it's either I have to go take it to the law or I just slow it or just know so well, yeah. I just know what time, you understand? Yeah.
This hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.